I was thinking, oh, that movie is there are a lot of sex scenes. What if she will think that I'm a pervert? What if she will react in a negative way? But that is a playing not to lose. If you're new here, my name is Luca and I'm one of the world's leading experts about approaching girls in the daytime. Since 2018, I've helped over 1200 men sleeping with new girls approached in the daytime. I started teaching it only in Italy in 2018 and then also internationally from 2022. Second reason why you are not getting laid is that you are playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Okay, playing not to lose instead of playing to win. So it means basically acting too cautiously so you don't get rejected, but you don't fuck either. Okay, this is very important. So basically, you have to solve this. You have to remove your fear of getting rejected. You have to learn all the different stages from the approach to sex. Because, for example, I don't know, playing not to lose is, for example, not making a physical contact. So absence of physical escalation, because you don't get rejected in the physical escalation, but you don't see the girl for another date. Because if you're not touching the girl, you will be perceived only as a friend and not as a sexual partner. So you also have to touch the girl, you have to make the physical escalation if you want to get laid. But if you're not touching the girl, yes, you will not get rejected, but you're actually getting rejected after. Okay, because she will not reply to you anymore, you will never see her again for another date, and you will never get laid. Also, not trying to kiss the girl, it's also playing not to lose, because for example, it's the same thing of the physical escalation. Yes, you will not get rejected, so you're not exposing yourself to the risk of getting rejected and then feeling embarrassed, and the frustration that you actually have to learn how to be emotionally unreactive. And this is explained in my video course From the Approach to the Bedroom. Because if you are trying to kiss a girl and she will reject you, if you are reacting emotionally, she will lose interest for you. But nevertheless, remember that if you will never lose a girl for trying to kiss her, you will only lose her when you are not trying to kiss her. Okay, because when you're not, when of course when it's the right moment, but when it's the right moment and you don't try to kiss the girl, she will lose attraction for you. She will lose interest because of your lack of courage. Okay, remember that the main behavioral characteristic that girls are attracted from is showing confidence, courage. Okay, and if you're lacking of courage and confidence, she will lose interest. Also, for example, another example of playing not to lose is going on a date without a logistical plan. Okay, thinking that sex it will happen just casually and magically. It will not happen, and you can see it on your experience. How many girls you had sex with in your life? When it was the last time you had sex with? If it was 1 year ago, 2 years ago, you're virgin, you can see that sex is not happening casually, so you have to study how to do it. Okay, so going on a date without a logistical plan will lead to a failure guaranteed. Okay, so having a clear idea of where you will go as a first location. Locations are not the same. Okay, because you have to choose a place where you can sit next to each other, so you can make physical escalation, so you can kiss the girl. If you're sitting in front of each other, it's much more difficult. If the place is too loud, it will be difficult to communicate with the girl. If the place is too far from your home, it will be also more difficult to go to your places, and then you have to put another location in between. If that place, I don't know, if for example it's Saturday night and usually that place is super crowded on Saturday night, where you will go for a date if you have a date on Saturday night? Okay, all this is part of the logistical plan. If you don't have a logistical plan, you will never get laid, even if you live by yourself, and especially if you live with your parents or with your roommates, and you have to use alternative methods. You have to use your car. You have to, for example, rent an apartment or rent a hotel room to have sex. And this is explained also in the video course From the Approach to the Bedroom, how you can have sex if you, for example, you live with your parents or if you live with roommates. So especially if you have this kind of situation and you're not preparing a logistical plan, you will keep jerking off for the rest of your life and die alone. Okay, another example of playing not to lose instead of playing to win is, for example, failing to say something helpful for fear of how she will react. 1 second, I will drink again. Let me check one thing. Okay. So failing to say something that is helpful for fear of how she will react. For example, because many times, not many times, always, you have to flirt with the girl in a conversation. Otherwise, you will also end up in friends and you will never see the girl for another date. And for example, I will just give you an example. 2020, and I was on a date with a girl, and she told me that in 2020 just came out the movie on Netflix called 365 Days, the one with the Polish actress and the Italian actor. If I don't remember correctly, I don't know. And girls, they went crazy for that movie, and so that girl started talking about that movie, and that movie is a movie with many sex scenes. And so at a certain moment I wanted to see it for later, for watching that movie together, so I can make the invitation to my place, but I actually hesitated a little bit, because I wanted to say, oh, maybe later we can watch that movie together, but actually I hesitated a little bit before, because I was thinking, oh, that movie there are a lot of sex scenes. What if she will think that I'm a pervert? What if she will react in a negative way? But that is a playing not to lose. Okay. As soon as I recognized that I was hesitating for I don't know, because I was scared of how she will react, I said it immediately. And actually reacted in a very positive way, and that one was actually the invitation that I used to invite the girl to my place, okay, to also eating and watch that movie, okay. But if I don't say something that in that case is very helpful, for fear of how she will react, jerking off for the rest of your life. And remember that, as I told you, sex doesn't happen by accident, okay? The girl must think so, but a man who thinks that way never gets laid. So this is very, very important. So if you want to go from being shy or a virgin to having sex with new girls you've met in real life, reducing the chance of rejection to almost zero, even if you don't know what to say to her or feel anxiety at the only idea of going to talk to her, click on the link in the description below and book a free consultation.